Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Stellaris. We are playing as the Wulven Pack still, and we are finally expanding again. We have this little patch out in the middle of the... Oh, basically this is the Galactic center, right? The inner side of one of the spirals. And we have two colonies up. And we have a number of other potential colonies that
Research complete.
I think we should probably go for soon as well. Since we now have a positive amount of energy, we can afford to. We researched a very cheap thingamajig that makes armies cheaper to maintain. I'm always in favor of cheaper maintenance. Ooh, colonial centralization. Monthly influence, it unlocks production targets. That's an edict that causes 15% more minerals to be created. And it also unlocks the planetary capital, which is a level up for our current planetary capital predecessor, I believe. So this one boosts the output of adjacent tiles by 1 extra point in mineral, food, or energy. And it also decreases ethics divergence, which is pretty cool. Also, it produces a ton of food and minerals. So, I like it. We want more influence, that's always a good thing for us. So that's gonna be good. So, let's have a look here. We have this continental planet that we need a colony ship for. Good thing is Ramonok's over here. We can actually tell to build a colony ship, since we don't really need anything besides just minerals and some time. Just double checking, but the only type of population here are actually the Fanatical Collectivist Militarist, so these are our core ethics group. So we are in the clear. Oh. I see something unidentified flyby. Unidentified empire. Okay, I am curious now. We have a military fleet. Yeah, no Romanox. Who are you? And why are you in my space? Like a guard dog now. Woof woof. Why are you in my space? Ah, technically it's not my space, but no, it's adjacent enough that I'm claiming it as my space. Dang it. Also, we woke up one of our fleets, so our maintenance went up a little bit, so now we're at +3 rather than +4. But those are just very, very tiny details. I think buildings have just finished actually building. Ooh, what's happening? Negative balance again. Okay. I am certain that that's gonna happen a couple more times in the nearby future.
System survey complete.
For now, we're just gonna send this one back to Romanox Prime. So, what are you asking about? Anomaly. A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this planet, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. Small risk of failure, so research it. So, you do that. We have surveyed a Ramston. And we found an ocean world, I believe. Our Wulven, yes, can actually settle on an ocean planet. There's a lot of tiles that we can clear, so this is actually a settleable planet. Again, we built a mining station in orbit here. It's so nice that it actually tells us what's being built now. So yeah, we have some inactive buildings, that's fine. We have been overbuilding here a little bit to future-proof ourselves, and we're losing a little bit of energy. That's also fine. So, while things are being handled over here, something happens again. Defensive Pact invitation. The Democratic Regime and the Zeppadrogan Republic, they entered a defensive pact with each other. So that's the Regime and the Zeppadrogans. So they used to be buddies. Then they got split up with the Asimov patch, because the entire relationship system was now turned upside down. But they have found each other again, and now they will defend against all foes yet again. So, good for them. So, we are building a colony ship, so that's now happening. Yes, leaders. That's something I've been mulling about. So, we need a new admiral. So, we have... Let's see, let's go from young to old. So, we have an aggressive, which gives us 10% extra fire rate. We got a cautious one, which gives us more evasion. Then we get an aggressive again. I tend to favor the slightly more defensive approach, so I'm gonna go with this admiral, which obviously we have to rename to something else. So let me quickly add top to my list, which I have on my other screen. Yes. Yeah, there we are again. So we are renaming this one to I7 Fan. So, General I7 Fan, welcome to us. So we will assign you to the Armada, which now actually has a general again. That's good. That's so good. Right. So that one is dealt with. Next up we have signs of battle. There's a clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Intriguing. Yes. Special project. A graveyard expedition, which is over there. We can go to it. Oh, I clicked a track. Oh, stop tracking. Yeah, I don't want it to keep glowing. Communal Merciless is next to it, which is good. So you can just instantly start researching it. That's nice. That stuff isn't queued up as much. How busy? They're all busy. That's good. Okay. That is surface construction on Mitrach Prime. Yes, we were building a power building so that the next person could work there, which is good. You are really ethically divergent. So I'm gonna enslave you. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna enslave you as well. So we have one pop that is allowed to breed, which has a massive ethics divergence. I really don't appreciate that. So there's a really high chance that we get another xenophile, weakened collectivist space hippie. So that's gonna be fun. Let's continue. I was talking about leaders. Yes. So we have a new admiral, but our colonies are kind of without leaders. So let's recruit a new governor. And again, just gonna look at the youngest first. So extra food and extra hydroponics farm build costs, or less hydroponics farm build costs. That's okay. Less building cost and construction time is lower. That's pretty neat, especially with the setting up of things. I think we are gonna grab this one. So that's gonna be renamed to Ich Weber.
Colony established.
So we have you to assign to a new sector that I'm gonna start over here. So then someone else can micromanage the growing of the colonies. So we have established a Faltus Prime in the Faltus system. Right click to go there. Right. I remember it being over here somewhere. Faltus. Let's see. It's next to Adenir. Yes. So this is all in the good hands of JMR team, who is managing this pretty swimmingly. And this is just a good core colony. And this will eventually just get cleared. But it's all in the hands of a governor, so I don't have to worry about it. One thing I do want to worry about, spaceport, build a spaceport, yes. All the other new colonies do have a spaceport, right? So, solar panel network, that is pretty key. Okay. Also, Rutledge has been surveyed, so we send our scientists to another one. Let's see, into high, 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 high. Intel high, but hasn't been surveyed yet. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, I believe that was the final one within our borders. Because this isn't within our borders, though. It will probably get there soon. But I was looking at sectors, because we have a sector limit of 7, and we only use 3. So we can get a couple more. So let's create a sector, and we're going to add the Mirach Romanox, this area, to it. So that is going to be our new sector, Mirach Prime. So that's something we can now assign a leader to. So the entire sector is going to benefit from that. Also, I want to give this a financial focus, as you might have suspected. Because, well, we need more energy. That is the thing we need right now. Also, how in the world are we up to plus 15 suddenly? I want this to be more, so that if there are swings in the amount, then at least I won't be impacted overly much. Okay, and then we can continue. So, is there anything else to do? I mean, the Western Guard fleet is gonna watch this. We have a hostile fleet somewhere. Where is this? This is in Wulven Core, but it's not an inhabited area. This is a single ship. No, it's actually 3 small Kianki. And there's some mining bases here. I don't think they are gonna do much here. Let's keep them selected, see what they do, but I think they're just gonna jump on. Okay. Eventually the goal is to invade the Terrassi Principality, and as such we wanna get a pretty large energy surplus so we can build up a buffer and actually upgrade our fleet further. Because now we only have a measly 3,000 points. Well, if we add all the smaller fleets together, we get another, what would it be, about 1,000? So we're about 4,500 combat strength, which is not going to be enough. So the space cows are moving. It's going to graze here, or they are going to graze here, I suppose. Which means we will have conflict soon. So let's look for the nearest guard fleet, which should be the fleet standing upright. Here, a sudden response fleet. That looks like you. We also have the Grand Armada, but that's gonna be too much. Okay, it has a hostile stance, so we just send you after the Placid Leviathans. Go, go, go. We've built a mining station in Mirum, which is good. We are expanding. Also research completed, which is good. We gain more influence, which is nice since we need it. It's especially for things like colonizing. We are low on influence. Also the planetary capitals means we can upgrade all our capitals, and that's probably going to be pretty good. Biolabs means better biology research. Arctic worlds. Ooh. Also unlocks a slave army and a slave processing facility, which gives more mineral and food output from slave. That is interesting. But I'm gonna go for Arctic worlds first. Special project completed. The team under Science Officer Eric Saluso has finished their expedition on Ramson 5 and returned to Commodore Merciless. Thankfully, the Starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years. There are things yet to be discovered. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Cool. So we can get more. Also, Brandon Perkins has leveled, which is a governor. And Governor J. Martin is also leveled up, which is nice. So how is Team Space Cows doing? How long until they get turned into Team Space Stakes?
Station under attack.
Station under attack. Yeah, that is because these guys are now in range of our station. Yes. Well, the nice thing is stations do have a pretty large health pool. So it can last for a while, and we are very close with our sudden response fleet. We just... oh, we don't need as much time to recover, which is very nice. The most important bit is that we don't get hurt. We are getting attacked on our hull. Should be good. I think space stations actually regenerate over time. Since they are non-military things. But at least we get to observe our fleet in combat action, which we don't get a lot. So for some reason, frame rate is stuttering quite a bit. Despite me checking while warming up and things being perfectly fine. That's so annoying when that happens. Luckily most of the time we're not in this detailed low level view, but we're just on the overview map. But yeah, we are just completely obliterating the space cows. They don't even stand a chance. Though we got hurt a little bit on our hull here, so we do need to repair. Which is fine, since we need to send it back to a space station or something anyway. So, go fix yourself. Also, we have science, so you go do science. Then, as a counterpoint to that, we have the other science ship, which we are gonna go send over there. And then, let's see, I wanted to colonize over here. Houdin? No, that's a desert. We are not very comfy in deserts. So after that we probably wanna do a survey of the planets over here, since once we settle here we can expand our influence that direction. And we'll see after that. Construction ships. We have anything with energy? Yes, here. Go mine. Then research. While we are at it, go over there and do mining and research. And after that we shall see again. We built a mining station. How good for you. Fleet combat. And Walmero has been fully surveyed, and there is nothing here. It's a barren world. And another barren world. Nobody likes a barren world. It's even better to if you could blow those up into bits and pieces, so you could actually mine them for resources. Okay. Back to where we were. So we were building something on... Was it Ramanox? I believe it was Ramanox. Or was it Mirach? By the way, we did get ourselves a colony ship, didn't we? What happened to it? Or did the governor cancel them? That would be rather sucky. So we can't interfere on the planet itself. You enslave. Technically enslave. Can we enslave you? Yeah. You emancipate you. Okay. So that's rather annoying that the governor is just arbitrarily deciding who's a slave and who's not. rather than following a plan. I'm not quite sure if I'm supposed to follow a plan or not. We have perfectly good citizens being out and about. Oh, they only have perfectly good citizens here. Okay, yeah. Build me a colony ship. Also, stuff is happening. We lost a leader. A scientist, Marcel Verdasdonk, has died at the ripe age of 85. So, we should get ourselves a new scientist. So, choices. Let's see, the youngest is usually a good idea, since they last longer and therefore gain more XP and get a higher level. Industry research goes up, rocketry goes up, or computing. Industry is fine. We recruited a scientist but didn't use them. That also seems sketchy. Well, first let's rename this one. So this is going to be ZAM 023. Welcome to the Empire. Well, we're going to assign ZAM to up here, because I believe we want Tiger Claw for our New World research. Or actually replace you with Vincent, because this is a match made in heaven and you get faster researching. Also, you are an industry and you're an industry. That's a bit of a duplicate. In which case... Tiger Claw is psionics. Okay, so we will stick with what we got. Silent Response Fleet has been fully repaired. It also seems to be in orbit, so we can just leave it be. And continue time. Regulars up here is also within our borders. It has also been fully surveyed. Ooh, 5 energy. Lovely. So after you're done there, please go build some energy mines and then research. Also, there's a Betharian stone over there, which will help us generate more power in the region. And this is an energy focused region, so it can use all the power it generates. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Oh, slow and steady expansion does work. So, are we still building over here? Yes, we are actually still building a building. That's good. So, what are we doing in Mirage? Yeah, we're still building our solar panels. Okay. So, Kenjor. That is ours now, but it is from a species we kind of enslaved. Kenjor Prime. But it was something about the Kanjodans. Yeah, they were Fanatical Collectivist Militarists. They shared our vision of the future. And as a result, they are actually free people. So the Kanjodans are pretty cool. They don't like the fact that they can't be leaders, but other than that, they're pretty happy. Also, they can settle on deserts. So if we build a colony ship here, I'm actually gonna do it. We're actually gonna build a Kanjodan colony ship. Fanatical Collectivist Militarists. So they are going to be allowed to settle another planet. That means we can settle on this desert over here, which is pretty cool. Oh, we research plasteel. That's tier 3 armor. Then next up, mining network 3, engineering facility. That's gonna be engineering research, impulse thrusters. Let's go mining. Also, we probably want to give some resources to the networks again. Ooh, yeah, especially our new sector. We are drowning in minerals. Is there a limit? 17,000. Oh wow, they have the same global limit that we have. So let's give them 3,000. Let's give everybody 3,000. Just cross the 3,000 barrier, you as well. Then give you some energy. Let's give you 200. I don't want to be... Actually give you 300. You need to develop a little bit. And you can use it all. And you're gonna give me more energy, so that's good. Everybody else, you deal with what you got. So we currently have 1 extra leader slot available to us. And we are overextending by 1 scientist right now. Was my plan to put that scientist in a science ship? Not entirely sure anymore. We did build a research station, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because I believe there is plenty of universe to scout. So, you know, why not? Or is there someone gonna die pretty soon due to old age? 47, 42, 73. That's pretty ripe old age. No death chance though. 85, 3% monthly. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to lose a scientist pretty soon. So I think I'm just going to keep Tiger Claw on the back burner for now and just replace you. Because I had no idea. Let's see. Trade deal duration expired. Our trade deal with Inari has timed out. So we get our alien pet back from them. Also, we no longer have active sensor link. That was with the Inari. So that was a pretty good deal. So we have 48 trust, isn't it? Yeah, and it's still going up due to the non-aggression pact. They pretty much like us, that's good. And that's mostly due to the trust. So that helps. So if we do a trade deal now. Wow. You really getting the short end of the stick, are you? Yeah, we are really not the most scientifically advanced, I suppose. We could give you systems, which is not going to be the best of ideas. Share some info with you. Wow, Star Chart, you attach so much value to. Not the active sensor link. Okay. That's fine. And let's just give them some minerals. Since I do like to keep some ties here with these people. Oh, we are giving too much. Yeah, good. Let's extend this for another 10 years. That's good. We have Arctic. Good. We can now settle in the Arctic. That's very, very nice. Combat training to make army upkeep cheaper. Oh, Frontier Collectivist. This helps us with our expansionist policy right now. That's going to be a good deal. That's going to be a very good deal. Also, it's New World research, so our scientist is going to be pretty good about that. Things are looking up. And that means we can resume time again. What's over there? Hey, we get... Ah, they accepted it. Good, good. Oop. Oh, it's almost as if I am pre-scient. The Lucid exclusive scientist has died at the age of 85. So we can assign our one and only Tiger Claw, who is a level 2 scientist, psionics scientist even, to Sulnar the Stalwart. And then the science will go on. So we will deal with that one later. So you were researching Unatra. So let's continue the survey. And then after that you are gonna survey Quiribus. And then that one as well. And then that one as well. And then that one. And actually this is continental. This is desert. This is tropical. No, let's actually modify our orders a little bit. So things that have some colony potential to those first, and the other ones we'll do afterwards for mining. That's the secondary option. So let's see. In an apparent response to our operations on their primitive world, many of the Debulan nation states on Daxon have momentarily put aside this squabbling to form a new supranational military organization. According to local media, this task force has been charged with defending their planet from hostile activities perpetrated by an unknown alien agency against the Debilan species as a whole. Apparently this is disconcerting. So the Dexalons is a machine age civilization. Let's see, machine age, later page of the late state of the industrial age. So that's like Victorian age. It's like early 1900s. Yeah, factories, air travel, but they are pretty darn primitive. They have got some molluscoids there. And they're just doing their thing. And we are, in our good fashion, we're aggressively observing them in order to gain a lot of culture. So that could get potentially a interesting follow-up. So how is our colony ship over here in Mirach Prime? Apparently it's done. The thing is though, if I had a colony ship, right? Or was it not Mirach but Romanox? Ah, it's nearly done. Somebody wondering, like, if I built something, where would it hide? Okay, ooh, we got some society research from Common Merciless research. Let's see, we already have some research queued up over here, but on the other hand, doing it a bit earlier is never a big deal. And then have a look here. This is Continental and Tundra. Might as well survey those. Slowly work our way towards the Taris Principality. Nab some of the nice systems before they get annoying. And then you have one science vessel going up, the other one going down. So this one, let's see, survey this one, survey that one. We'll just send you to the south. Gaia World, that's gonna be pretty cool. Ocean World, might be nice. Desert World, we have the people for that now. And another Ocean World. So that's gonna be a pretty good research queue. The other one's gonna go up. We need more colony ships though, so let's keep making them. Just keep churning out them colony ships. Yeah, you're gonna build 4 in a row. That should be fine. Really wanna expand here. There is a downside to expanding because it makes your research, you need more research the more planets you have. You also need more research the more people you have. So aggressively expanding like I do, it's probably the root cause of me being not as technologically advanced as others might be. On the other hand, I have an opportunity to grow my economy, grow my army, grow my size and influence, and potentially overwhelm attackers with superior numbers. So it's part of a strategy. And of course, no, we're the Wulven Pack. We're not brilliant scientists. We rather tear their throats out. So thematically, it's appropriate as well. But I have to say that this mid game where we are now, it doesn't feel like a lot is happening. Ooh, we have a colony ship. That happened. Didn't get an alert that it was built, but it was built. So now we can just tell this one to get colonized. Even though it's within our borders, we still need a 30 influence for this. That's just the base cost of new colonies now. We have exactly one colony. Ooh, this is a double tile. That, in my mind, makes it pretty suitable since we get both the bonuses. And that's going to be Haneri Prime, which will immediately become managed by our local sector. Speaking of, we can give you a bit more minerals. We can give everybody a bit more minerals actually. And then we'll share some of our excess energy with you so you can develop faster. It's too bad that you can't withdraw stuff from the sectors. Would be nice if you could just shift click on it rather than just clicking on it to get it out or something.
Complete.
Needn't be fancy, it just needs to work. 10 minerals in a system, that's pretty good for mining. There's a mining station over there. Good, 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 good. What stuff is happening? More space cows coming in. You're going to Hudim, aren't you? Yes. So let's see if we can rouse the troops. Kill these guys. So if I do another series, I might actually consider doing a only hyperlanes game. So entry and exit points are always clearly marked by how the hyperlanes go. That way you could build defensive stations and force certain ways, and you have a bit more tactical options in positioning and defending against attackers. And they're gonna move out pretty close, aren't they? So in a situation like this, now they arrived over here. If they want to go to Mirum, where is Mirum? Let's see, on the side, no. This is to Haneri, Unatra. Ah, Mirum is all the way over here. Tropical, actually. So now they're just jumping across, but in a hyperlane world there would be no direct connection because there's none on the map. So they would have to travel via other places, but that would also mean if they came in here and they wanted to leave via this side, they'd actually have to traverse through the system to get to here to warp out. So you got a bit more tactical options rather than this cat and mouse game that never really seems to end. So, you know what, we're gonna give up. I send you back to Romanox. I just don't bother with the cows. That said, I'll probably wait for the first expansion or something to start a new series. I think this game still has quite a distance to go with developing. Oh, Kenjor, this is the Kenjodans. Yes, that's gonna be our desert worlds. So this is a size 10 desert world, and this is a size 12 desert world. So it's gonna be Hudim. Was it Hudim? Yes, size 12. So you go colonize with Kenjodans. Can't believe I'm doing this. We can't land on something that we can't clear. So land on food. That's good enough. And that is our second colony ship going. So we have Haneri Prime. We're still colonizing it, so we can't queue up a spaceport. That said, our local leader should actually take care of that. Oh, found another space Pokemon. Also, Galactic. Blah blah blah. You are sending scientists to me. Should I declare them to be... I don't know. What are you to me anyway? This is the Galactic Zendra Tendrazun. No, they don't really like me, but they don't really hate me either. They're just a megacorp. They got a non-aggression pact with their neighbors. They got some trade deals with their neighbors. But other than that... Okay, the Fanatical Pacifist Materialists. Neutral, equivalent to their fleet is superior. That's interesting. So, space hippies have a superior fleet. That feels slightly embarrassing, to be honest. But we need more energy. We need a better energy production in order to expand our fleet. So for now, we will just have to live with it. We completed the construction of a mining station. That's good. Quiribus has been fully surveyed. And we have a construction ship available. Ready to do what we want. This is not in our borders, so we can't do anything. But Haneri, it's gonna expand soon, so this will be ours. We are building there. Okay, so let's just complete what we have, and then we complete this one. And that's gonna be it. But I think we're gonna call it here. I mean, we've been going on for a good 40 minutes now. So we managed to expand a bit, actually focus a new sector here dedicated to energy production. Seems to be going pretty okay. That's how we can actually give them a bit more energy, a bit more minerals as well. Give you a bit more minerals. Everybody gets more minerals. Now we're just basically sitting in place, biding our time, growing, expanding, and then before the Terrassi know it, we'll pounce on them and devour them whole. But that is for a future episode. So for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.